Hello, guys and girls. Welcome to Global Coding Cohort. This is Lekshman here. If there are any new users and if you don't know Python as well, then make sure that you watch all the previous live streams. You may go to my channel, the, the live section. You can find those saved copies. And if anyone have any questions, like if you which you have faced in interview or somewhere else, you can post that uh, problem statement through a Google form. I have given the link for it in the description of this slide. You can upload that. Either you can upload the screenshot of the problem statement along with the sample input and output, or you can type the question. But make sure you have at least two input sample and output sample. Got it? And the code files, the code that we type in this live session, it will be uploaded to my GitHub repository. I have given the link. My GitHub repository, the description of this slide. So let's get started with today's problem. And if you face any video or audio issues, please let me know in the comments. I'll fix it. Please watch till the end. I'm gonna introduce you to a software which will help you understand any code visually. Okay. So stay tuned till the end. Today we are going to detect the longest touchstone present in the given string. Given substring S. S is going to be the variable. Okay. Uh, is equal to, if S is, then output should be ABC. Input 2, if S is, I think these input samples are enough to understand. So our problem is to find the longest substring that has no repeated letters from the given string S. And yes, the input string should be in lower fields. That is the constraint. Then when the input string is A, B, C, C, then the output should be A, B, C. That means in A, B, C, there is no character is repeated. And this is the longest, uh, for example, I will use this also. A, B, C, C, B. Here we can take CB as a substring with no repeated letters. But it just has two letters, whereas ABC has three letters. We need longest substring. What is so in the input two, then we just have A repeated completely in the string, input string, and our output should be A. Got it? Until I finish the code, uh, you can try yourself a solution, and you can send that to me. If your solution is different from my solution which I'm going to write, then you can send that solution to me to my email ID. I will show you your solution in the upcoming live session. Make sure before sending me the email, make make sure that your code is correct and it's working properly. Okay. I'm starting the solution by taking the sample input. We can just use this length function also, but for the time being, I'll just write a custom function to find the length of the string also. Okay. Uh, I've named the function as find length of string. So I'm going to get an argument. Let me make the variable meaningful. So likewise, I'm going to for we proceed. Let's check this function if it works. Returning 0. Oh, sorry, not I. It's I didn't update that when I rename I look. So now we get got cancelled. Let's check another thing also. If nothing, it is 0. So the function is working correctly. Now let's start our solution. I is going to do acting as an index variable. Okay. Of equal to first of this. Initializing our output variable long as substring, empty string. The way I'm going to accept this means, uh, why I'm writing try catch here means, uh, I want to accept the error which will be raised when I try to access the element which is not present. That means when I am standing up, for example, let's take this instance. Index will be till 5, but when I am at 5, when I check I plus 1, then there is no value present at sixth index in this input string, is it? So at that time, I don't want this code to stop at an error. I want to handle it. So that's why I'm trying to write this uh, exception handling uh, code. Okay. Without this also, we can without this exception handling also, we can write the same code in another way. So that try to start from 1. So at that scenario, we do not need. Okay. In different ways we can write. Now I'm going to follow the way without try catch. Okay. So now what will I do means, I will check I minus 1. So whenever uh, the character present in current index is not equal to previous character, then I'm going to append that character to my longest substring variable. Else, what I'm going to do is going to check to it's no problem. Okay, I'm going to have two substring, two variables. I will append to the substring of temp substring existing and longest substring. Then greater than that case, I will honest substance to chemical substance. Where is the logic going wrong? We will debug it. We will debug it and over it. Equal. Is there. It render. Not exactly like this. Then the problem is Okay, at this place, reset the temp substance. We start something new, we have to reset it. That's the problem. Oh, sorry. After setting it, yes, so now it's correct. Now let's try for different inputs. What's happening here? View. Okay, we are starting from one. The loop is not running. Stopped over there. So what's that? Okay, this thing. Really function. Yes, this is a function. Or is no problem. Right now, let's have this place. But later, let's change it to a function. Get the correct answer. It's called A B A. For A, yes, uh, equal to of I-. This case, it should. Now let's check. So now in this way also working. So this is how by trying. This is why we should have different types of test cases so that we can pass different test case, optimize our optimization. We can adjust our code and make it work for all the input scenarios. Have to keep updating the code until it works for all inputs that comes under this limitation. Got it? Now let's check for A, B, 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 everything. It's what point? So, okay, what's the I? Of them, length of string is 6. Okay, then temp is nothing. Okay, that's good. Temp is having no value, that's why it is getting error. Have to handle this as well. Text mode is line down. Problem. Take it here itself. So, then it's else should not. In this case, it's not working properly, showing a wrong answer. What are all the cases is it failing? Let's check. With A is also failing. Failing with A, okay, no problem. Of course. Now it's working with A. Let's have a series of input. Okay. Okay. We will make this as a definition. Count longest substring will pass a state. Let us have different variables. A, B, A, B, B, A, B, C. Okay. Uh, you have another possibilities? Let's check. Oh, sorry, I didn't call it. For A, it's correct. For triple A, it's wrong. Then for where is this A coming from? That is, we are pending that A. AB, AB. Okay. Now it's properly looking for triple A, AB, and missing for AB, AAB. It's trend and see what's happening for A. A. It's getting appended. Why? Okay, we look it. Point getting appended. A, This should not happen, isn't it? So first starting uh, here, not equal to, so not up to, it will move forward. What point is it telling? It's at 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. This point is at A. But how that initially came? Let's simply print out. So it's nothing. When I is 2, getting an A, B, is 0, uh, maybe I, 1, 0, getting 3, How are they getting past him? Yes. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, great. Already on that. You're getting an index error. Mhm. Okay. Create PC AD1. Okay. 485 QD. PC. Okay. PC A. Or else let's do one thing. Will we compare something like this? Or else let's proceed, finish this, and after that I will show you another method. Okay. I think that's the better way to move forward. Right? Okay, let's let this go in that form. Let's start with zero, 3. Uh, S of I of n, and then I. Tells puts if is working. This will also work for some type of input and will not work for rest. Yeah, will not work for some other type. For A it's working, A B it's for A B also itself not working. So A now it tends to not in. Okay, okay, got it. Both places this should be there. After will after this getting over or without else also you can paste it. Okay, so shall we make that as a function? For the time being, let's have something like this. Later, we will update it. A, B is already there. Then should start and come to else part, right? Let's debug this particular code. A, okay. Let's print and see what's happening in which loop. Comes to 0, 3. Long of substance, 10 distance, each I. Long of substance, okay. 10 is A. Okay, here we didn't after we didn't reset this 10 step. So now we got it right. Also, another point we have to notice over here is we are appending, okay, that's fine. 5, when I is 5, it's getting transferred to ABC is getting transferred. But at the same time, just assume if we had some input like this here, then probably that didn't have here. So, so this is a error reason because CDEF is a longer system. It is not detected. We have to handle that properly. Mm, And uh, but right now, while resetting, we have to be more careful that it is not okay. So now this is working. Let's check this function for others. If there are any other test cases, please let me know. Okay, please let me in the comments so that we will test that test case as well. I think this current code now work for all the possible inputs. So now I will explain this code, how this is running. Can access this code anywhere. Okay, I will upload this code to my GitHub repository. You can access this code. Right now, okay, so proceeding further. Hmm, let's make this as a definition. But task state task or variable. This is then return gemstone else return uh, accessing longest itself. So we'll take two outputs, constant, longest, longest. Sorry, what's happened? I think something gone wrong there. We'll fix it soon. Okay, please. Okay. Now everything is perfectly working. So this code will return only one longest uh, substring. Okay. If there are multiple longest substring of same length, then it will return the first substring. Okay. Here we have A, B, B, C, and C, D. But first one will be returned. We can update even this, but substring. Our question is just to find the longest substring. We have not mentioned anything like that. If there are multiple substrings with the same length, we have not mentioned anything about that in the question. So we will just leave that for the moment. I'll introduce to you a new platform, so where you can paste your code and understand it visually. I hope my screen is updated. Here, this is how this particular piece of That means this full code will get executed. So first, the function is ready. Second function is ready. Third function is ready. So as we have mentioned everything as function, this has shown something like this. If I paste one more line to it, then let's see how this. Check it. Dot function, dot function. Now this function is called. Next, the red arrow shows this line is going to be executed. Okay, green arrow shows which is the latest executed line. This line got executed just before, isn't it? That is what this is. This line is executed just before. So it is denoted by a green line. The line which is going to be executed will be denoted by this red arrow. Alright. Now, now on the first line we had this line got executed at this time. We have find length of function, isn't it? That's why that function is called right now. Next, I'll explain how this length calculation is working. Initially, length is assumed to be 0. Initially is 0. We don't know. Because we don't know the length of the string, we are trying to find it out, isn't it? So we are just simply looking infinitely, but at some point of time we will break it also. So now, while true, I have written an exception handling statement over there because as we don't know the length of the string, we will keep increasing the length with one isn't. So at some point of time, it's going to throw error. So at that point, we are going to accept that error by using a break. That means, for example, for this instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, I think around 12 will be there. So now length is 2. I'm executing one by one. Okay, initially length is 0. Now I'm trying to fetch s of length. Length currently is 0. So it was no problem. Now length plus 1 is going to happen. Length now, because there was no issue, we just incremented the variable length, and now it's again coming back to the sixth line. So now checking s of length, yeah, yeah, character is available. So again incrementing length. Now checking if it's accessible. Yes. So incrementing length. So this keeps going like this. So right now length is sorry, length means with that value we are trying to access the index, isn't it? Right now it's trying to access. Let's see what's happening. Now when it's accessing, it's coming to uh, length plus 1. Length has increased. Now it's trying to access. In length it is 13. But in our words, we are trying to access that particular index position, isn't it? So, but right now, we are getting an error. Got it? Index error, string, index out of 10. So, as we got an error, because in 13 index, there is no character present in the string. So, until 12th index, there are characters. So, our length is 13. Our length is 13 now. But now, when we try to access the character that is present in the 13th index, we got an error. So, now except line gets executed, the loop gets broken there. So break statement will break the looping and it will not further execute the body that is present inside this loop. Loop is stopped. Also, execution within the body is also stopped. So directly after loop, what is written after loop? Till 5 to 8 is loop, isn't it? So after loop, ninth line of code is to return a length. So that's happened. So the value 13 is returned. Without incrementing further, the value 13 is returned. Can I see clearly? After we get error, it's going to accept line. Then without incrementing further, it's returning length. And now we found the length of the string, isn't it? Now the initialize I is initialized to 0. We are going to use this I as index for this string. Now we know the length of the string. Okay. To store the output string, that means the longest string, we are we have written longest substring as empty string, and to use we will have different n number of we will have many substrings, isn't continuous? We will have many continuous substrings, and to use the temporary substrings, we have initialized temp substring as empty string. Now we are going to loop through this string and find the different substrings and compare whether the current substring is greater than. Okay, I'll tell you that piece of code. I will be go there. Okay, now uh, now I is checking whether I is less than the length of the string. Yes, it is true, isn't it? So now it will come in. Now it will check what is I currently. I is 0, isn't it? S of I, whether S of I not in temp string. Yes, it is not, because what is present in S of I? S of I, A is present. A is in S of 0, isn't it? So A is not currently present in temp string because temp string is currently empty. So now it will go to add that A to temp substring, isn't it? So here we got temp string as A. Uh, Viewers, please excuse me. My spoken language is not that fair now because my full mind is currently in this computation. That's why uh, I faced some struggle in talking fluently. Okay. I will try to update myself while we go ahead with various episodes. Okay. So it appended green line. Just keep track of the green line. Now it is appended to temp substring, and so therefore the value MT is updated to A. Else part is skipped because if part is executed, isn't it? That's why else part is skipped and directly came to I to increment the value of I. So now the value of I will be incremented. So you can see that a value getting updated I. So now now I become 1, and it's checking if I1 is less than length of string. True. So again it's getting into the body, checking if s of 1 is present in temp string, is telling yes. Because s of 1 not in temp string means this is getting false, isn't it? Because already an A is present in temp string. So it's getting false. So it's getting into the else part of this. So now checking, it's checking. We have written a function, isn't it, to update the longest, this longest substring. We have written a function to the, so that function is called there. Into that function, we are passing our current substring, longest substring, and now it's going to find the length of temp substring, and we'll be storing that in new length. And next, length code is getting executed. Finally, length is obtained. Now the new length is 1. Next, we're going to find existing. You can see existing length is 0. So what's written over here is if new length is greater than existing length, that means if the length of the latest temporary substring is greater than existing, that means our longest already stored longest substring. So initially it is nothing, isn't? So now this temp substring will be returned because empty yes, temp substring is length of temp substring is greater than longest substring, isn't? So currently this is returned and we will store that in our, so currently our longest substring is updated as A. After that we will reset the temp substring to empty string because we have to find the next substring, isn't? So we will reset that. Then now it as we compared, now we are standing at our I is 1, isn't? So for the next substring, suppose assume that now we have A. Now we are standing at this point. That means second A. Now assume that this we have A, B, C. Then we have to consider this A which is present in index 1 also. We cannot keep increasing because if I do not put this I minus 1 over here, then the next iteration will start from this 2. Here in this case we have A. What if there is A, B? Okay, in the next round you will understand that. At that time I will tell you the importance of I minus 1 over there. See, now temperature string is resetted. So now we are standing at 2. Okay. Our current substance temp string is not greater than our longest substance. So we are not adding to that. Now we come to 0, 1. Okay. At 2 also, our longest substance is going to be A. And for next substance, and to find next substance, we have A, B, C. But if we do not put this I minus equal to 1, then probably our next substring would have started from BC. Just because we put I minus equal to 1, again our I became 1 and then got incremented, and the next substring gets started from 2. And therefore we got A, B, C. That's why you can see, that's why A came here, and the current temp substring became AB, and then we conduct ABC. It will get updated. You can see our longest substring getting updated to ABC. Got it? So this is how this will continue till end of the string. Finally, we get CDEF as the output. Here we saw it getting updated. After we got CDEF, whatever comes next up, as they are smaller than the longest substring, current longest substring, they will not get updated in the longest substring variable. I know I have not explained this concept that good, but I'll try to keep I'll try to update my presentation skills in every upcoming live session. Okay, I can talk clearly when I'm just talking, but whenever I'm trying to explain the math, or whenever I'm trying to explain the code, I'm facing some difficulty right now. I'll try to update my presentation skills in the upcoming sessions. Uh, so that's it for now, folks. Tomorrow we'll meet you with another problem statement. Until that, bye bye. Stay tuned. And this code will be uploaded to our GitHub repository. You can access that from the given link.